Alright, so now we are doing survey question number 2. How tall are you? Now first of all, we got to figure out which type of data is it. Is it categorical, is it numerical, discrete, or is it numerical continuous? It's not categorical because you can't really put someone's height into a category. It's going to be a number. So like 180 centimeters. So it is numerical discrete or numerical continuous. Now, I've got the example here. It's numerical continuous because it could be like 180.3 or 180.35. And you can really go into millions of decimal places. And you can't do that with numerical discrete. So height is numerical continuous. And I went and surveyed some people and they've told me their height. So I have to make a table out of this. So just like what I did up here, we can do the same down here, and we're going to put into, we're going to go up here to the top left and click insert, and we're going to click chart. Now, I've tried fiddling around with some of these chart types, and they're all pretty useless and confusing. So we're just going to stay with a column graph. Once again, we get this little Excel square green thingy, and we're going to have to put in these numbers and categories. So we've got these people, and we're going to put them down where it says category. So let's do that now. Whoops. Bill, Fred, George, Ron, Harry. Cool. So we've got the 10 people. Series 1, let's change that to height. Now, same as last time, we don't need to have Series 2 and Series 3 because we've only got one lot of numbers. So we can forget about Series 2 and Series 3, drag that over to there. Cool. Now let's start putting in the numbers. This will just take a bit of time to do this. 75, might need to move this out of the way. 180, 181, 180, 177. Okay. Sweet. So let's go. We've put that into the green Excel thingy. Let's go back. Oh, this is what it's come up with. Once again, probably get rid of that. And we'll probably need to move the graph down so it's out of the way. So now we've got each person's height. And from this, we're going to do, once again, some analysis and then some interpretation. Analysis is just talking about the numbers. So, first analysis, the maximum is 190 and the minimum's 149. And yep, here's the max up here and here's the minimum down here. Literally just stating what we see. What's the highest amount? What's the lowest amount? Then we can actually calculate the mean. Now you probably need to look in your maths book, your statistics book, if you want to learn how to calculate the mean. You could do that online. Like there's plenty of websites that will tell you how to do it. Pretty much just add up all the numbers and then divide by how many numbers you have. So 177.3 centimeters is the mean. So it would be like somewhere around here. And that looks pretty close. Most of the heights are around here. So we can actually calculate the median as well. And once again, you probably have to look in your book to figure out how to calculate the median. You pretty much cross one off here, cross one off here, one off here, one off here. Keep going until you get a middle number. And then you have to calculate the mean of these two numbers, halfway between the two. Now you have to order them in lowest to highest. That's how median works. It won't work if you don't order them in lowest number to highest number. Analysis 4. So I've done 5 analyses here. You said you only do 3, but like, why don't you just do more and get a better mark? Shows me that you know more. Analysis 4, we can calculate the range. And that's pretty much the highest number minus the lowest number. So this number, 190, minus this number, 149. That gives us 41 centimeters. And then analysis 5, there are 2 modes. Now, modes is not in your books, your little booklet, but go online. It's pretty much the number that appears the most. So you look, here we go, there's 177 there and there, and 180 there and there. And they appear twice. Every other number only appears once. So they're the mode. So back here. So we just write that down. And then we're going to talk about this analysis. So the average height is somewhere between 175 and 180. Now, mean, median, and mode are ways to figure out the average. And we've done that here. So mean 177, median 179.5, and mode those two. And they're all in between, this 175 to 180 centimeters. So that's around where the average is. And if you look here, like 180's there, 170 would be about, 175 would be about here, and a lot of them are there. So our range is 41 centimeters. We figured that out from our analysis down here. So everyone that I surveyed, they're within 41 centimeters of each other. This person is definitely within 41 centimeters. This person's 41 centimeters, within that person. But this 149 centimeters is an outlier because it's just way lower than everyone else, isn't it? Everyone else is up here, and this dude's all the way down here. And he's actually dragged the mean down a lot. So if we took the outlier, if we took that one out, everyone would only be within 15 centimeters of each other instead of 41. So it's actually a pretty big difference. So when we get rid of the outlier, the range is actually a lot smaller. And our mean is lower than our median. So here's the mean, that's 177, and the median is 179. And that's because means actually are affected by outliers a lot more. I don't know if you were listening the other day, I did on the board, we had like housing prices in Norwood, and most of them were around like $800,000, but one of them was like 5 million. And that is why real estate companies use median house prices. Because when you got some massive big property that sells for millions of dollars, that actually drags up the average house price so much that it's not really a good representation. Anyway, the median's not affected by outliers as much, because when you're doing median, you're just going left to right, left to right, left to right. And if there's a big one out here, that's okay, just cross it off with a smaller one. It will affect it a tiny bit, but not nearly as much as mean. So that's what you should do for a numerical continuous. Next one, I'm going to do numerical discrete.